A few years ago, I got this enterprise server from a school. I honestly don't even know the model anymore, but over time I upgraded to the max. It had 128 gigs of RAM, 8 terabytes of usable storage. It had Proxmox on it and a bunch of VMs and LXC containers running on it, and I really liked it. But what I didn't like was the power draw. It drew over 200 watts on idle, which concluded to about 50 euros, and that's like a lot for a basic home server. At one point it stopped booting because it didn't have a proper RAID management and one of the hard drives failed. So I decided I needed something different, something that's small and that does not consume that much power. And so this is what I found. I found this Dell Optiplex 3050 on the marketplace and I got it for around 50 euros. It had an Intel i5 processor and it even came with 8 gigs of RAM and a torrent 50GB SSD. Sadly, I cannot upgrade those 8 gigs of RAM since I only have 8 gigs of RAM sticks laying around and the second slot broke somehow, and so yeah, that's why I have to stick to 8 gigs of RAM now. For the main storage, I went with two 2TB hard drives to have redundancy. It maybe would have been smarter to get two 4TB hard drives, but I already had these two drives laying around, so I just use those. For the OS storage, I went with an 256GB NVMe drive. I didn't use the SSD that already came with the PC because I really needed the SATA ports. I will use the NVMe SSD to like have all the VMs and LXC containers running, and the two 2TB hard drives, I will have them for like the main storage. Before putting everything together, I still had to find out how to actually connect the two hard drives to the PC. And here I could have gone with an HBA controller to like upgrade in future, but since I only have two drives, spending 30 or 40 euros on an extra controllers just for two drives didn't seem like necessary for me right now. So I just used the two SATA ports I talked before and I used them to connect to the hard drives. If I ever want to add more drives, I'll have a problem, but for now I think 2TB is enough for me. The next problem I had was the power management, specifically for the hard drives. Since the Optiplex power supply does not have an extra SATA power, I had to go with this 4-pin Molex power supply along with two Molex to SATA converters. I know it's a bit messy, but it works, so I just stick to that plan. Let me know what you guys think to my approach here. For the hard drives, I also got this hard drive cage from Amazon for about 20 euros. It holds the two drives and it makes the setup look overall way cleaner. After putting everything together, this is how it looked like. Let me know your opinions in the comments about how the build looks like. So I tested the PC and it worked right away. It recognized the two hard drives, and after that I installed Proxmox directly and started configuring the VMs and the Proxmox containers. It's been a few days, so let's go over everything I installed and configured on this server. So starting off, I think it will be best to go directly into Proxmox to see how I configured it there. As you can see, these are the specs. I only have 8 gigs of RAM, and that means I'm really limited on the resources, and I also have only 4 CPU cores. So yeah, let's go over the server. As you can see, I only have two LXC containers. That's because I mainly focused on putting everything into one container instead of having everything in different LXC containers. I have Docker container and a Coolify container. So let's go over Docker first and then I will talk a bit about Coolify. So for the Docker container, I've installed Portainer, where I manage all my containers. As you can see, I have different kinds of containers, and yeah, the most important one is probably Homer, since I use that as like my dashboard. So yeah, let's go over the services I installed. For music, I got Navidrom. I think you're all familiar with that. I also have provided a link for Portainer. Phation is like a Navidrom client which looks very similar to Spotify, only that I have some bugs here I need to fix. Then I have Kikusan for downloading media, which is automatically put in the Navidroms folder. Then I have Proxy Manager, where I manage all my hosts. As you can see, I have the domain mokernel.org, and here is just where I redirect all the
domains to the specific destination. So basically how I have this set up is I have my domain mokernel.org, and it points to my Portaina's local IP address. It has a DNS entry which points to the local IP address, mainly because I have Nginx proxy manager installed in that LXC container. So for Nginx to be able to manage my domain, it has to be pointed to that IP address. To access all my services outside the network, I also have Tailscale subnet installed as a container, because right now I can only access the services in my network and I didn't want to expose all the services, so I just used Tailscale subnet for me to be able to use everything I have on Portaina externally. And so I also have installed file browser, so I can access all the files which I have configured as a SharePoint. Then I also have Samba installed for replacing Google Drive. I also configured it in a way so I can upload music here and it will show in the Navidrome. A lot of my containers bind to a specific point. For example, Navidrome has its own folder for music, and I made it so I can also access it from this Samba folder, so I can easily upload music. What will you run on a €50 server? Let me know in the comments below. I'm planning to add more services in the future, like Pi-hole or something that can install torrents directly on the server. So this isn't really the final setup, it's just like the start. Also let me know if you want to see a part 2 on this whole server, because right now, as I said, I'm still at the beginning and I'm definitely going to add more services in future. So let me know if you want a video on that as well.